A reading from the book of the prophet Hosea, chapter 11, God's unfailing love. When Israel was a child, I loved him, and I called my son out of Egypt. But the more I called, the further they went from me. They offered sacrifice to Baals and burnt incense to idols. I myself taught Ephraim to walk. I myself took them by the arm, but they did not know that I was healing them, that I was leading them with human ties, with leading strings of love, that with them I was like someone lifting an infant to his cheek, and that I bent down to feed him. He shall return to the land of Egypt. Assyria will be his king. Since they refuse to come back to me, the sword will rage through their towns, destroying their false prophets, devouring them because of their counsel. My people insist on turning from me. They call on the Most High, but he does not raise them up. Ephraim, how could I part with you? Israel, how could I give you up? How could I make you like Admah, or treat you like Zeboim? My heart within me is overwhelmed. My whole being burns with compassion. I will not give rein to my fierce wrath. I will not destroy Ephraim again. For I am God, and no human, the Holy One in your midst, and I shall not come to you in anger. They will follow the Lord. He will roar like a lion, and when he roars, his children will come fluttering from the west, fluttering like sparrows from Egypt, like pigeons from Assyria, and I shall settle them in their homes, declares the Lord. The word of the Lord. A reading from the book of the prophet Hosea, chapter 12. Israel's deceitful alliances. Ephraim besieges me with lying, the house of Israel with deceit. But Judah still is on God's side. He is faithful to the Holy One. Ephraim shepherds the wind. All day he chases the wind from the east. He heaps up cheating and violence. They make a treaty with Assyria, at the same time sending oil to Egypt. The example of Jacob. The Lord has a dispute with Judah. He will punish Jacob as his conduct merits. He will repay him as his deeds deserve. In the very womb, he overreached his brother. In maturity, he wrestled against God. He wrestled with the angel and prevailed. He wept and pleaded with him. He found him at Bethel, and there God spoke to him. The Lord, God Sabaoth, as the Lord is known. So turn back with God's help. Maintain faithful love and loyalty, and put your trust in your God always. A merchant uses fraudulent scales. To defraud is his delight. How rich I have become, says Ephraim. I have made a fortune for myself. But from his gains he will draw nothing because of his sin. I have been the Lord your God since your days in Egypt, and will make you live in tents again, as in the days of meeting. I have spoken through prophets. I give vision after vision, and through the ministry of prophets, I speak in parables. Is Gilead a sink of iniquity? Indeed, they are worthless. At Gilgal they sacrifice bulls, so their altars are like heaps of stones in a plowed field. Jacob fled to the countryside of Aram. Israel slaved to win a wife. To win a wife, he looked after sheep. By a prophet, the Lord brought Israel out of Egypt, and by a prophet, Israel was preserved. Ephraim gave bitter provocation. The Lord will bring his bloodshed down on him. His Lord will repay him for his insult. The word of the Lord.